Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you click on this video, you know it's a review on the Jeffree Star blood sugar palette. But before we get into the video, I want to put you guys on a new primer I got. It's by, I honestly do not know how to pronounce it, Clarins, I don't know. It's this little blue bottle. This is good specifically for people that have really dry skin, because my skin is really dry. The only reason it doesn't look that dusty right now is because I moisturized before, and I did my brows off camera because I feel like I just wanted to take that out of the way. And I haven't primed my face yet, just so you can kind of see the consistency of the primer. It's more liquidy than it is like, it's not like the other silicone primers and all the other, like, you know what I mean? Like, it literally comes out like a liquid, and it just makes your skin feel so smooth if it isn't already, and like it just makes your makeup go on way smoother. And it's the only primer I found like that I actually really love. Like, throughout the day it doesn't let my makeup move around, because I've noticed, like, for example, like the professionals, my makeup looks dull after like not even a few hours, like, well, maybe like 2 hours. Like, I feel like my makeup looks duller, it doesn't look like as good as it does. But with this primer, I noticed that my makeup still looks snatched like throughout the day. So I really love this right now. And it's let me just show you how it comes out. Like, the little pump, like, see, it's like watery in my hand. And then just spread it around your face, and it just makes your face feel so, like, it makes it feel so hydrated, and it feels like I have a new face, guys. Go to Bloomingdale's, go to the Clarins, however you pronounce this section, have them hook you up with this. It's called the Hydra Essential Bi Serum. It is a serum, but it is also a primer, and you can honestly just use it just on a no makeup day. It makes your face look really hydrated, and it makes it feel really smooth. But yeah, other than that, let me stop talking about the primer and get into the video. I do want to say I'm so happy that this finally came in the mail. Shout out to my aunt, because she bought it for me. But yeah, I'm so happy. It took a while, but it's worth it. So when you receive it, it comes with this, and he looks so cute. Well, she looks so cute, and it's just, I can't even. So when you get it, it comes in, it has like this little slidey thingy. I'm not sure what these are called. It's like a sleeve, and it looks like this, and it says blood sugar on the side, and then you lift it, and it is what is it? It is cruelty free. So yeah, just so everybody, if anybody like is wondering. But okay, so this is what the box looks like. It's so cute. On the back it has his Instagram and his YouTube and everything, and it has how much product each pan has, which is 12, I want to say milligrams, I'm not sure. But yeah, and then I love it because I love it because it's thick, and I feel like it's good to travel with, because it won't just, for whatever reason, pop open or ruin your shadows or any of that, and you have to do this to open it. It's like these little things. If you guys hear my dog crying, I'm so sorry. She's like crying for me to let her in, but I tried to film earlier with her in here and it just wasn't working out. But anyways, ignore that, her crying. I'm gonna deal with her later. But yeah, you flip these up and then you open it, and then you get this big mirror right here. I did not swatch them yet or anything. I did already look at it, but I didn't use it or swatch it yet. And that's how it looks. And you still like get a lot of a lot of product in each pan. I know his the pans were way bigger before on his other palettes, but you do get 21 shades, and to me that's well worth it. I honestly forgot how much this retails for. I do believe it's like around, I want to say $50. But I did forget how much this retails for, so yeah. But anyways, I did not prime my lids yet. I'm gonna prime them just with some concealer and my full coverage foundation, so I could use that as a base, and then I will get into the using the colors and whatnot. So it's gonna be like a chit chat get ready with me. It's gonna be like a get ready with me and a review at the same time. But yeah, like I'm all for packaging. I love like things that look appealing. Like obviously the first thing you see is the packaging. You know what I mean? So like this he slayed with the packaging. I'm pretty sure the colors, the eyeshadows are good. I mean, I have like his other palette. I have his other palette and a couple of his other products, and I have never had a problem with any of them. So I'm assuming that his shadows are gonna be as pigmented as the other palettes. So yeah, but let me just prime my lids. I'm just gonna prime it with my Hourglass foundation in the color Buff. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I do it because I don't know. I like I said in my previous videos, I still haven't found a good eyeshadow primer that doesn't dry out my lids a lot, so I just always use foundation and a little concealer to prime my lids up so I could get like a good base and start my shadows. And I know my setup usually looks better if I flip it and have like my curtains and my lights in the background, but it's early in the morning, so I did want to do my makeup with the sun hitting me and my windows like on my left side, so I figured like the sun would like, you know, show my look and my makeup better. So that's the only reason I have it facing this way, but hopefully you could still like see just as good, and it doesn't look bad. But let me know if you guys mind this setup too. But yeah, oh, and I have a stitch in the background because it looked kind of naked, so I just put like my little stuffed animal, and I'm on my bed too, so yeah. Okay, so my dog doesn't stop crying. I don't know if it's gonna be in the video. I hope not, because I don't want her to be crying throughout the video. I'm using shout out to Leslie. I'm using her concealer, the Brow Guru, and I don't know what color this is, but I love this. It comes with like 4 shades like that. I use it to carve out my brows and I use it to carve out my brows and prime my lids. And honestly, it's like, it's life. I use this every fucking time I do my makeup. Shout out to Leslie. I also what I use for my brows is her brow pomade in the color Selena. I fucking love this brow pomade. Like, it's honestly like no tea, no shade. Like, I like Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I can honestly say it's a little bit better than Anastasia Beverly Hills, just because I feel like Anastasia's brow pomade dries out, so I always have a problem with that. I know you could add like that that I forgot what kind of oil it was, but you could add the oil in there and it like makes it new or whatever. But I don't want to have to do that in order to make a product work. I want it to just like work when I use it. And hers is like always so creamy and it's never dry. It's always so creamy and like easy to apply, and it doesn't dry out, which I love. So yeah, if you guys want to purchase her, also that's also the same thing with her concealers and stuff. It's really creamy, but it's not too creamy or like to the point where like you know how sometimes when you use like liquid our liquid concealers are a little runny, which is in my like perspective, I feel like it's harder to work with sometimes. Like you don't have a lot of control like you do when you use these type of concealers. So if you want to use her concealer, you want to try it out for yourself, she does have a shop in Granada Hills. I believe it's called Prime. I don't know how to pronounce it. Prime, just look up Prime bitch and it'll pop up like. But yeah, her name's Leslie, the brow guru, so look her up. She's on Instagram also, I believe. So yeah, if you guys want to try her product, I will link it down below, so you could follow her on Instagram, and also the link should be in her bio. So yeah, but anyways, let me get into setting my setting the concealer on my eyes and all that. Okay, now that my eyes are primed and ready to go, I'm gonna look and see what colors I'm gonna use. Honestly, all the colors are so beautiful. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do, guys. Like, I want to try the purple color right here, root canal. Let me just swatch it for you guys. I don't want to swatch with my fingers because I feel like it's gonna ruin it. But, dude. Do you see how fucking pigmented that shit is? Oh my fucking god. I'm fucking deceased. I'm so done. Oh my god. I don't know what color. I feel like I want to go. I really want to do like a cranberry, like reddish kind of thing. But then the purples are calling my name. Like, look at this red. What is it called? Prick? Oh my god. Not gonna lie. It looks a little light, but hopefully on the eye it's different. You know, I don't know if you could tell on here, but it looks a little sheer, the red, but reds are hard to make, so I mean I kind of get it, but I'll just see. I'm gonna try maybe a little bit of that red just so I can see if it applies better on the eye than it did on my hand, because obviously the finger swatch is not going to be the same as when you actually apply and you use the color. So let me just try that out. I feel like I would probably do that in my crease as a transition, even though it's like a red. You're like, bitch, you're really gonna use that as a transition? Yes, I am. Let's see if there's like fallout. I'm gonna go in. Dude, there's like literally no fallout. I'm going like, and my brush is corroded. Obviously you saw me going a bunch of times, but I just wanted to see if there was fallout. But yeah, let's see. Oh my god. Yeah, it looks better on the eye than it did when I swatched it. I mean, who knows, maybe I swatched it weird, but girl, oh my god, I'm already obsessed and I haven't even blended it out all the way. Like, it blends like a fucking dream, dude. Like, his shadows are so bomb. You guys do not understand. I have never used like any of his products and not have been like so hype about it. Like, he did that. The red definitely looks better on the eye than it does like swatched, in my opinion. But yeah. Okay, so the red's good. Let me do that to the other eye. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera because you guys already saw how I did this eye, so there's not much to it. Okay, so I did both eyes. I know it look a little crazy, but it'll look better at the end, I promise. But I'm not sure what to go in with next. Like, I want to use a good amount of his shadows, just because I want to like really I really want to be able to get more, see if his shadows are consistent with the pigment and all that. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. Let me just look into this. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take cherry soda, which is right here. I'm gonna take cherry soda and I'm gonna, ooh, pigmented. I'm gonna dust it off a little bit and then work that also a little bit lower under that into my crease. I'm telling you, my house is always so loud. I have 3 dogs, so ignore it. I'm trying to. It's so annoying, but try to ignore it, please. I deepened it up a little bit. And I'm gonna do that on the other eye also. I don't know if you guys can see that, but to me that looks so pretty. It's gonna look better after. It looks so weird because of the sides, but it'll be better after I always clean it up. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna take fresh meat, which is like more like a burgundy-ish red. I'm gonna also take that into a little bit. I'm gonna do it a little lower to try to do a gradient effect. And also in my outer corner. So I'll put a little bit right here on my outer corner, like there, and then a little lower than the other red shade that we had put down. I'm gonna take another blending brush and blend that inwards a little bit. I'm sorry if like the camera look like all of a sudden goes bright and then yeah, I don't know how to control that. It's like on my phone. Every time I like go like this, it does that. I feel. That's too much. It'll fuck up my look. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same on this side. Like I said, it looks a little weird because of the size, but it'll all come together at the end. I feel like on camera it looks like all like one color, but I swear it doesn't. Okay, so now that I got that blended, I'm gonna go in with Coma, which is this deep purple right here, just to like darken up my edges. And then probably go in with intravenous, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll go in with a little bit of that because I feel like my edges need to be more darker than they are. I'll put that in keep that in my inner corner right here. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Okay, so far the shadows have been consistent with their pigmentation and their blendability, so I'm happy for that. But I mean, I had no doubt that it was gonna be like fire. I knew it was gonna be a fire palette. I had to have this palette. Okay, so I feel like it's not doing it justice, this lighting. I want to try to get you guys to like really see like where I put the shadows. But I'll obviously show you guys when I'm done or whatever. But oh, let me move this this way more. This dog is never gonna stop barking, guys. It's just not gonna happen today. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna dip into this color in intravenous. I don't know how to explain it. It's next to donor, which is this one right here. I'm gonna go into that one just to deepen it up a little bit more because I feel like it's not as deep as I want to, but I also don't want too much purple. So yeah, it's more like a brownish, like it honestly looks like the color of dry blood. Like, have you ever seen dry blood where it looks brownish, reddish, like really dark? Like that's what it looks like, which I love. I was thinking of doing a cut crease and putting candy floss on top of that, and maybe adding a MAC pigment just so it like intensifies it more. But I'm gonna see how it acts on its own first. But first I'm gonna cut my crease with I wanted it like I said earlier, I wanted to use more of the colors, but like I mean, I tried. Like, I wanted to do, I don't know, I started liking the way this looked, and yeah. But I did use Prick, Fresh Meat, Cherry Soda, Coma, and that other color. I don't know how to pronounce. I mean, I used 5 shades, and all of them were consistent, and I'm pretty sure they're all gonna be good. And I'm gonna use another one, which is Candy Floss, which is 6 shades. So I mean, that's pretty good for like just to do a quick review. But well, quick, I'm pretty sure I've been talking for like ever, and I've been doing this forever. But yeah, I'm gonna go in with my, obviously I'm gonna use Leslie's what's it called, her concealer. Let me just where do I have, oh, and if I don't tell you what brushes I use, I'm sorry. Like, the brush that I was using to do it in my crease and all that is just the Anastasia brush that comes with like the Modern Renaissance palette, which yeah, and it doesn't have a number on there. And also I was using a Morphe brush, but it also doesn't have the number on there. It like rubbed off, so I'm sorry, I don't know. But yeah, that's the only reason. If I don't say like what it is, it's just because I don't know, and it's just like a random brush. But yeah, okay, so it's just like a little angled brush, just any angled brush that I have right there. So I'm gonna start cutting my crease. I think I'm gonna take it, maybe I'll do it a little bit, and I don't want to take it up too high because of where I started putting where I did the gradient effect, and where like it got deeper and deeper. Where I first got deeper is where it got where it's the darkest. That's where I'm gonna leave it, if that makes sense. That's the highest I'm gonna put it, just so there's like definition on that, on the outer edge. So yeah, that's I usually take it up a little higher so you can see it a little bit more when I have my eyes open. But I think you'll still be able to see it. It'll be fine. So then after, I just pat it in with my finger, just so like it's basically just stays. Okay, so I do that, and then I'm gonna go back in with that purple shade, which is Coma, and take a little bit on my Anastasia brush and go like this and just kind of blend the concealer, if that makes sense, with the shadow, but just like on the edge of it, just so like it's kind of like a faded kind of look. So like that, if you guys could see that. And then now I'm gonna take a flat brush. I'm gonna go in with the Candy Floss, which is like a shimmery, like metallic-y color. And I'm gonna take that on there. I'm gonna take it on there dry, just to see how it is dry. And then if not, I'll obviously spray it with like Fix Plus and intensify it. So I'll do that. Use it dry first. I mean, it's okay, but I'm gonna go in after I set it with just, I might go also in with the pigment, with the MAC pigment. Like, it's a nice, but I want it more intense just because of how intense the darker colors are. So yeah, but it does look pretty, I will say that. It does. Like, unless I leave it like this, can you guys really see? I don't know. Also, if my Fix Plus looks like a weird color, looks kind of yellowish, it's because it's like a coconut. It's like those coconut ones that they take out every spring, or every like time it gets close to summer. I copped a full one of those because I love the smell of it, and it smells like summer, and it just smells so good. And I don't know if they still have them, but you guys should go check these out. They also have it like in one that smells like rose water and lavender, but I prefer the coconut one because it smells like summertime. It kind of smells like it smells a little bit better than the butter bronzer, but it's kind of like around that kind of vibe. So yeah, I'm gonna take that Candy Floss shade, dip into that a little bit, and then coat my brush with some Fix Plus. There we go. And then oh yeah, that's way better. Love. And I'm gonna do the same to the other eye off camera. So yeah, I'm gonna do the other eye off camera. You guys already saw how I did this eye, so yeah. Oh, and then tell me if you guys like my contacts. I don't know if you could see them. They're like a really deep blue. But yeah. Okay, so I did both eyes. I'm kind of living right now. Okay, I'm done with basically like the first part of the look. I'm pretty satisfied. Now what I'm gonna do is do the rest of my face makeup. Okay, so I'm gonna do my foundation. I'm just gonna do it off of camera just because it's just my foundation. Like, it's nothing new. So I'm just gonna do that off camera, and then I'll come back when my foundation is all done, and then I'll probably do contour and stuff on camera. So yeah. Okay, now I'm done with my foundation. I didn't set it yet because I'm gonna do cream contour, And I'm gonna use a liquid, I'm using a liquid highlighter as always. I'm gonna go in with my NYX contour stick, if I could find it. Okay, so here it is. It's my NYX contour stick. It's called the Wonder Stick. I always use this one and the medium one. Is it? Or no, it's the deepest one. It's Deep Profound. I got the deepest one because I feel like, well, one of the deepest ones because I feel like the medium one was way too light for me for some reason. So I always start off with like a little bit because I'm still learning. I don't really have the hang of cream contour yet, and I use 2 brushes for it, if you guys are wondering. Okay, so I do put a little bit because I don't want to fuck up basically. So I go in with the G30 Morphe brush, because I do that one first because I feel like I could get that one to where I keep it where I want it with this one, but I do go in with another brush later and I'll show you which one it is. But first I'm just gonna carve a little bit in, and then I push, but when I push I kind of push up a little bit, not a lot, but I do push up and blend it up so it's more like a pushed in kind of thing. And it is creamy, it blends like a dream, but girl, I always go slow when I do my cream contour because I'm not too good at it and I'm just learning. So I do it slow so I don't fuck up. And then I also learned another trick, kind of, well, I don't know, probably a lot of people do this, but I learned it from one of my friends. His name is Slippery Slut on Instagram, and he taught me to like wipe off like whatever's on the brush and then blend it up with so you don't get like the excess like on there, and it doesn't like get like dark up here because I don't want it dark there. That's where my highlight and my bronzer usually goes, so I don't want to do that. I just do that so I could keep it where I want it and it doesn't move anywhere else because I'm not trying to move it any higher. And then I go a little bit in because I like to take my contour like in more, because I like the little kind of look, like the little fish face kind of look, if that makes sense. And then I also take a Morphe B6 brush. It's kind of like a kabuki-ish like brush, but it's really good for cream contour, like cream bronzers and stuff. And I just push it. I like just tap it. I push it into the skin. I like swipe a little bit, but like barely. Like I don't like go like this. I go like this. I'm gonna do the same on this side. Okay, I did the cream contour. It's not perfect. Like I said, I need practice. And I did put some on my head. It does look a little shitty, but it always looks better after I put the powder over it. Now I'm gonna I feel like I'm gonna set it with my actual contour, like the powder contour, before I do the rest of my face. Or you know what? I'm gonna get I'm gonna just basically I'm gonna put my setting powder everywhere I don't have the cream contour, and where I don't want it to be, and I don't want it to be on my cheekbones because I'm gonna do liquid highlighter, so I kind of want that to be blank. So I'm just gonna basically keep it under on my neck a little bit, because just where I put the foundation, a little bit on the side. I love how dewy I look right now on the camera, but can't keep it like that. I'll set my nose, even though I'm gonna use liquid highlighter on there, because I never have, I looks like my nose is not the problem with the powder, with the liquid over the powder. So that'll be fine. And then I'm just gonna put it right here, my T-zone basically. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and the powder contour kit in the medium one, and I'm gonna go in with my, give me a second, I'm gonna go in with my E8 brush. It's a good contour little brush that gets into your little cheekbone. I recommend this if y'all need a really good brush, but I always say this in every video because it's life. So I start going like this just to set it, because I remember I did not set the contour, the cream contour, so I do it like that just to set it, and then I start blending it like this in circular motions. Okay, so it looks crazy right now. It'll look better after. I'm not gonna fully blend it out yet. I'm gonna do what I did to that side on the other side, so yeah. And now I'm gonna go in with like another brush, just another fluffy brush that I use, and I go like this just to blend everything out. Just really good and blended. Girl, I'm thirsty. Okay, so it's blended on both sides. It looks like it's more lower than what it actually is on camera, but I promise you it's not, and it'll look better right now. I don't really put the contour on my forehead. I usually just bronze it up with bronzer, because I feel like the contour is a little bit too dark to put on your forehead. Well, at least for me, like I feel like it's, I don't know, my forehead's kind of small, so when I put that, it makes it look like kind of weird. So yeah, I don't really do that, but I am gonna go in with a darker shade on my cheeks. I'm gonna go with another cool tone, like a cool tone one, which is this middle one. And then just kind of keep it right here, but do it really light, like have a light hand when you do it. Okay, now I'm gonna bake under my contour. Take the Airspun, the translucent Airspun, and just cut that contour. Okay, so now what I'm doing while that's like baking, I only bake under my contour. I don't really bake anywhere else. It's rare if I do, and if I do, I bake on my nose. But my nose, I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it's like peeling a little bit, so it's gonna look gross if I do that. So I'm gonna take some of this butter bronzer, and I'm gonna go ahead and first I'm gonna bronze up my forehead, and then I'll do my cheekbone. I should have did that before I cut my contour, but oh well. And I'm just using a regular like random fluffy brush that I have to do this. Round it up a little bit. Okay, so I did that. And then I also, just to make sure look everything's nice and it doesn't look weird, I take a kabuki brush and I just like make sure all the edges and everything is blended and nothing looks too harsh. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so now that that's done, It's gonna be covered by my bangs later, but I don't even know why I did that. But okay, so I'm gonna take that same butter bronzer and I'm gonna bronze up my cheek a little bit. I should have did this before I did my contour thing, but I'm gonna do that now since I didn't do it yet, and I'm gonna try to be careful and not fuck it up. I let them cook for like a long time because I want it really defined and whatever, and then I just go in with the brush and I like kind of like blend it out a little bit so it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go in with my Cover FX drops in the color Moonlight, and I'm gonna use a little beauty blender. I'm gonna use a really tiny beauty blender to do this. I'm gonna use this kind of like a base and then put another highlight over it. Take about this much on my back of my hand, and then I'm gonna wet this again. I wet it earlier, but I've been doing my makeup for a while, so I'm gonna wet it again with some Fix Plus, get it nice and fluffy again. Then I'm gonna take a little bit, and I mean a little bit, like about that much, and then just make like a couple dots on the high point of my cheekbone, and then use the bottom of it to blend it out. See how intense that already looks, but I don't want it to move, so I'm gonna set it with like another powder. I'm gonna do the same on this side. Now I'm gonna put it on the tip of my nose a little bit. Like that. Put some on my cupid's bow. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm gonna take off the excess powder from my bake. Go like this, also blend it while I do it. So go like this also helps with blending, because I don't want it to be, I want it to be cut like nice, but I don't want it to be too harsh. And that happens sometimes when I leave it on for a long time, but it's okay. There we go. And what else am I missing? Let me go in with the highlighter. I'm leaning back now a little bit because my back kind of hurts from being up like that. So I'm gonna take the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in that glow, and I'm gonna take Dripping in Gold Bubbly. I'm gonna take Dripping in Gold and just Bubbly and mix those two on my Morphe R36 brush, and set that Cover FX drop highlighter. Like so. So much more intense. That shit looks wet, low-key. It really does look wet. It looks pretty. That's my favorite combination. I like using the Cover FX in Moonlight, or I like to mixed with the Anastasia Glow Kit, the that glow one, or I also used to I need to slow down. I also like to use the Wet n Wild in the color Golden Flower Crown to set the liquid too. Those are two, especially since I feel like it goes with the Moonlight, so, and it doesn't look like just powder, like a different color. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but it just looks like you're just wearing one highlighter and it's just so poppin'. And yeah, put some on the tip of my nose, a little bit on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna put some, I didn't put the liquid on the above my brow because I don't know, I just don't want to. So I just put the powder highlight over my brow right here. That. Oh, I look like a glazed donut. Lit. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the Maybelline liquid lip in the color Driver. It's from the Superstay matte ink lipsticks, the matte ink lipsticks or whatever. I like this because I feel like it's a really nice nude for me, and I don't want to go too crazy on my lips because I already did like a dramatic eye. So yeah, this is one of my go-to liquid lips. I'm gonna clean it up with some concealer because I did mess up a little bit. Okay, so now that I cleaned it up, I'm gonna add some gloss over it. I'm gonna use the lip injection lip gloss always. This is one I use all the time because, like I said in my previous video, this one is like sticky and it doesn't dry all the way down, and it's gross if you don't like put something over it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop some lashes on off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished my look. I did go in with glucose on the same palette because I forgot to do like a brow bone color. It's just like a really intense white. But yeah, this is the look. I really like how it came out. I hope you guys like how it came out. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications if you haven't already. Follow all my social medias down below. Let me know if you want me to do more looks like this, or if you want me to do another look like using this palette, or just whatever you want in my next video. But yeah, bye guys.